You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I... This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live.
Yo, nobody not selling out. We talking facts, facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out, we talking facts. I been to Guyana, man, I have to go back. The way how the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge, them putting we on the map. The men, them look healthy, the girls, them look hot. I went to a meeting, I don't know if it's chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man, the government walking. The government walking, 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 the government walking. This one's for them haters, who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger, show them your little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government walking, 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 the government walking. Don't mix me with politics. I yes, the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fixed. Man, I come for some kicks. Can leave the bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still giving it some licks. The government walking, the government walking, the government walking. The government working. 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 The government. This is for the hater. From the hater. This is for the hater. We're running down Guyana. For the hater. For the hater. Show them little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them your little finger. Government working. The government working. The government working. The government working. The government working.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up.
You can't beat me like a pitney.
Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the fruit. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel.
News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wide in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. From your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire. energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world. We got the news on Livewire. There's nothing to lose. Livewire, turning and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Wake up, the day is bright, and I feel the blue. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel.
News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Coming to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world. We got the news on Livewire. There's nothing to lose.
Good morning to everyone, and welcome to another episode of Livewire. It is the 18th of December, 2024, and we're making our way to that big day, the 25th. I think public servants should have their salary in the bank right now, so I saw some photos of the extremely long lines at Republic Bank and several other banks in the capital city as persons begin their Christmas shopping for Christmas 2024. Morning to all the persons across the diaspora. Morning to all the persons across the 10 administrative regions. Special good morning to the persons in the comment section. Really happy to have you guys here. I had a late night. I had a lot of editing to do, so excuse me. Now, let's jump into it. Morning to all the persons in the comment section. Vishnu Chintaman joining us from Pennsylvania. Rahim Amirali, good morning to you, joining us from Canada. Joe Nabijan also joining us from Canada as well. Nadi, morning to you. Jamila Kayum, good morning. Tata Nandalal, Keith Adams, good morning to you. Vishnu Narain joining us from Little Guyana in New York. Philip Diablo, morning to you. Chris Lance Henry. Estelle Ramnat, good morning to you, joining us from Canada. Deshaun Abrams, morning to you, brother. I was in your area last night. Listen, folks, I need to go and do a live in the Young Professional Scheme in Prospect. I was in there last night and absolutely amazing. I think excellent work is being done there in terms of ensuring people have a proper community, proper housing. So, you know, I think persons should be able to see what is actually happening on the ground there at the Prospect Young Professional Scheme. I don't think I'll do a live. I'll do a video so you could see during the day and then you can see it at night. Also, you could see an aerial view of it. So we'll put something together at Livewire TV so that you guys can have a view. And what we should probably do more is feature some of these schemes, just to bring awareness to persons about what's happening. Right, there are a lot of private schemes, there are a lot of government schemes on the construction right now, and housing in Guyana has been moving forward by leaps and bounds. So, morning to Romain Harilal, Shakila Khan, Dial Sukram, special good morning to you, my brother. Wazim Hasno, morning to you. Alan Khan, Leslie Mangal, morning to you. Bisundat Mohan, Natu Maraj, Chitra Sukraj, morning to you. Pam, morning to you, and Trevor. Lash PA, good to see you, brother. Cecil Rampasad, morning to you. Who else we got here? Derek Drupal, Unish Raghubir, special good morning to you and Rita, joining us from Canada. I hope the weather is treating you guys well. It's not too cold over there right now. Dionan Suku, morning to you. Jenarain Narendra, morning to you. Look, wait, man. I missing something. Let me check. Wait. That another 5:30?
Good to come to you this morning on a very important subject matter. I wish to address some characters in our society.
Oh, so I think the president would have addressed some of the pressing issues. Matter of fact, let's hear a bit of what he said. We can come to that a little later in the program, right? Pasad Party, morning to you, Ganesh Bharat. Gayatri Baldio, good morning to you. Raji Maraj, morning to you. Tracy Martindale, Jasoda Sargent, good morning to you. Eunice, I don't know. Critics say he started from 7 to 8. I try not to have the live stream clash with anybody so that, I pulling from you or he pulling from me. But what are you going to do? Everybody doing what they want. We'll be good. Dionat Thompson, morning to you. Sherwin Siram, Asif Hamad, Tosiram Chetty, Feroz Wahid, morning to you. Kamish Jaikaran, good morning to you. Savita Rose, Marisha Sami, morning to you. Special morning to Marisha Sami. I got your jerseys. The person who got carried still in talking to me. I ain't know what I'm going to do. Roger Fogg, morning. Sally Jones, morning to you. Marine Razio. Danny Rambisram, morning to you and the family. Joseph Satar, morning. What this boy? You talk a little bit about the press conference, right? Lads Henry, good morning to you. Nirmala Allen, morning to you. Frank Basu, good morning to you. Prem Pushram Kishore, morning. Ricky Knott, morning to you. Who else we got here? Sally Jones, Savita Rose. Who else? All right, Roman, good. So let's get into it. Morning, guys. Thank you for being here on the program. So since Deshaun, one of our viewers raised this issue of the press conference, I want to make it clear again. Now, this morning show, Livewire and Livewire News are two different entities, right? Livewire pays to publish this show on Livewire TV, right? And don't mix up the two. So I saw that I got a whole press release yesterday. I don't know how much you see it, but I can share it with you. I had a whole press release. And they left out Livewire News. They didn't put the right information in there. They just put Livewire. You understand? And Livewire has never tried to join a press conference. The show Livewire has never tried to join a press conference or anything of the sort. Livewire News has. And the reporters at Livewire News, they do their job as per normal. You understand? However, some of them are afraid to go to these press conferences because they see the bullying tactics sometimes exhibited at some of these events. So oftentimes, when I am done with this show and I'm in news mode, I would attend the press conference because, like I said, the persons tend to be afraid to interact because of how the treatment that they see meted out sometimes to media professionals. And some of these persons that work here at Livewire News are very new and young in the profession. So when they see a political party like the AFC attacking young persons who have an interest in journalism and media work and making it seem like the only entity that could validate them is the Guyana Press Association, and that the only way that they can be media operatives is with years of experience under the belt, well, that don't even work for me. I posted to Facebook yesterday my first media pass that I would have received in 2008 as a trainee at the National Communications Network when I covered Carifesta 10, I think it was. You understand? But back to the press release. So the long and short of this is the AFC is claiming that the news report done by Livewire News yesterday, after being left out of the press conference, was incorrect, misleading, false, blatant lies peddled by an entity calling itself Livewire. Right? The Alliance for Change was made aware this afternoon of blatant lies and disinformation deliberately peddled by an entity pretending to be a news organization called Livewire regarding the conduct of our press conference yesterday, and seeks to set the record straight. This is a political party, right? The FC also engaged Guyana's media has always engaged Guyana media organizations and their representatives with utmost respect and decency. Okay. Since its emergence into Guyana's political landscape nearly 2 decades ago, the AFC has continued to host regular press conferences to inform accredited members of the media through the media's own official Google group and press groupings. Right? Livewire's representative seems unaware of the existence of these media groups and appears not be registered with them, hence his lack of access to official information. Now, I just want to make it clear. Since I was at NCN and I think several other organizations, I've tried to join the Guyana Press Association. NCN is mainstream media. I've worked at Kaichor News. This is documented. I've written stories there. Adam Harris was my editor-in-chief. Nigel McKenzie was I won't say deputy editor, but the editor just under him. Leonard Gildari was one of the senior reporters there. Freddie Kassoon was a columnist there at the time. Keanu Wilberg was a senior reporter there. Abina Rockcliffe was a senior reporter there. Who else do I remember? Those persons can corroborate what I'm saying. When I worked at MTV Channel 65 as their anchor and program producer, so I used to produce for Caribbean News, Tech Rap, and anchor the evening news. Delicia Fletcher was the editor-in-chief there. Ryan Abrams, the current regional information officer for Region 6, a reporter there. Nicole John Doe. Lisa Balkaran, who's now a court reporter at the High Court. Those persons can corroborate. And I could give you list persons from the many mainstream media entities that I've worked at over the years. So I don't see what's the issue with me branching out to have my own media entity. I mean, come on, what's wrong with that, Nigel Hughes or the AFC, right? So let's move on with this press release. So, well, yesterday's invitation to our press conference was no different in dissemination. Now, remember, this is a political organization, and we expect truth integrity, and all this other stuff. The invitation was emailed at 9:33 a.m. with the requisite Zoom link included to two of the media groups, one of which was close to 100 members. Wow. So imagine, anyway, don't let me comment on that. A simple check with any of these members will confirm this delivery. It can also be assumed that the employee with Livewire News, which does not appear to be a recognized accredited news organization, was in a confused state, got the time wrong, and set about to create a storm full of untruths and falsehoods, which landed like a damp fuse. Okay. We are proud that our press conference today had several representatives of the media participating at the appointed hour who clearly did not get the time wrong. The link to this press conference, which is shared widely, is testimony to this. We note Livewire's propensity to distort facts, and we encourage their representatives to become familiar with the internationally recognized protocols and behaviors governing participation in official press conferences. You know, internationally, you don't see Joe Biden or anyone in the other governments holding a virtual press conference. Reporters are able to ask them questions, follow-ups, and even have them clarify on information that may be incorrect that they're sharing. So probably they might need to examine internationally recognized protocols and behaviors governing press conferences, right? As a political party, and I'm going through this because we get into something else shortly, and I want y'all to be aware of everything that the AFC said, right? As a political party that firmly upholds the principles of press freedom, of freedom of the press, the promotion of transparency and objectivity in reporting, will continue to invite all bona fide members of the media to our press conference, but will not lower the expected high standards of objective reporting. Will continue to invite all bona fide members of the media to our press conference, but will not lower the expected high standards of behavior to meet the few misfits, Livewire News, who are clearly not committed to serious discussion on issues of national importance. Wow. The AFC thanks all progressive media in Guyana who continue to service our country with distinction. We reach to the end. So, guys, Courdel is a liar, and he was misinformed, right? Let me show you this now. So is the AFC going to say that this is not real? That this message wasn't sent? Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call. Quick question. Does Guyana have an association that accredit journalists and that thing?
Yes, it does. The Guyana Press Association.
Are you accredited with them?
I have had accreditation before. Currently, no, I'm not accredited by the Guyana Press Association. The Guyana Press Association doesn't recognize online media. So if you're not like a newspaper, if you're not a TV station, they don't recognize you as media. However, as I said before, I've worked with several mainstream media organizations. So I don't understand the logic that is being applied here.
Okay, so technically you are out of status. Technically. Right?
if you want to say so, the Guyana Press Association. I don't have a media pass from the Guyana Press Association. No.
Okay. So I understand from a technical standpoint, you may be out of status, but in the U.S., as long as you have a video camera, you can ask an intelligent question, you're a press. There is no accrediting body and anything like that. So I don't understand why they are using this accreditation against you, because I have known you to work, is it Gina?
Yeah, Government Information Agency, NCN, all those places.
Right, so they should know that you are a press person, and I think what it is maybe your program spins one direction. And I'm using spin not to be insulted in any way, form, or fashion. Maybe you should invite some Avenue and PNC people to your program for them to question your credibility or your the information that you're putting out. Have you ever thought about that?
Now that you mention it, I'll definitely explore it. That sounds like something that would put me in better standing in their eyes, I guess.
Yeah, because you know what? You give them a platform. And because like one of the things, I listen to your program not every day, but 4 out of 5 times a day. I listen to it, and it seemed like that school, that nursing program in Linden, you guys can clarify if the school is actually open or closed. And as a matter of fact, that topic seems to be coming up a lot.
Right.
Why don't you interview the principal or the director of that school?
I'll try to get that done before the week. I'll see if I can have them on the program and let them do a walkthrough and show us what's going on at the school.
Okay, and another question or another issue. I saw a video on YouTube last night of a cop kicking whether a suspect in the head or what.
Right.
That's the problem. Do you only address political issues, or do you address issues that affect Guyana as a whole?
Mainly, this show looks at politics and how it unfolds in Guyana. I did see the video that you spoke about, and I am a part of the police press group, right? And the video was posted in there, and I am absolutely sure that the commissioner of police will be taking action. So it's not a case where it would be left.
The acting commissioner.
Well, yeah, the acting commissioner.
Okay, so are you planning to? Because I think as a news organization, you want to represent, or you're a political reporting group.
No. This show.
Yes.
I am a journalist that does a show in the morning that basically presents the facts to people. You understand? So if it is that the facts do not align with the PPP, those will be presented. Somehow, usually the opposition tends to find themselves lying a lot. So that is why the show seems it is in one direction. If this is what is being put out there, that's what I got to deal with. But in relation to politics and social issues, we don't tend to focus on the social issues too much. But I did see the video that you're talking about. And what I will do is try to, before the show is over, get a response from the police in relation to what is happening with that. And I'm pretty sure they did a release. It's probably just that it slipped me noticing it in the police group.
Okay, because that dude should be, that cop that kicked that man in the head should be arrested. He should, because that guy's underground. He may have been in handcuffs and then being kicked in the head. That is not a cool thing.
Yeah.
And that's broadcast worldwide.
Right.
That is not cool. Now, like I said, in terms of your credentials, I think that maybe you should try to get Walton Desir on your program. Even Aubrey Norton. By the way, I saw him dancing in a bar dancing in a club with a glass in his hand, having a good time over the weekend.
That's an old video. That's an old video. But indeed, that's him. Yeah, he does dang 1 and 2 time, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Thanks again.
Good.
Taking my call.
Yeah, man, take care. Right. So I think I said so yesterday. The same media pass that the Guyana Press Association is issuing would have been issued to me previously from previous media organizations, right? This was done by the Government Information Agency for years, the issuing of the media pass. When the Granger administration came in, they passed that responsibility over to the Guyana Press Association. So now that association can determine who gets a media pass and who does not, based on whatever parameters they decide. If you guys remember, recently they had elections for that association, right? They had elections to that association, and new journalists that came into the system. I saw a Guyanese critic, a couple of them, they couldn't get registered because the press association decided that they just feel they're not journalists. Now, back to my point that I was making, right? And mind you, I was accredited by the Guyana Elections Commission. The Guyana Police Force recognizes me as a media operative. Several other agencies recognize me as a media operative. And the same person that the same was not accredited has been sent this link for Zoom press conferences by the AFC over and over and over again. You understand? So I don't know when this group would have woken up to decide that we are illegitimate or I am an unknown in the media industry. Anyway, back to my point. Now, the AFC, the press release that we just went through, this is the message I got yesterday from the Deputy General Secretary of the Alliance to Change, Beverly Alert. And why I'm leaving her name there is because if I'm lying on you, Beverly Alert, please initiate legal action against Livewire News and myself. Please. Right? So, based on what they said, 9:33, that they sent out this link, please look at the time and the message that was sent to me by the Deputy General Secretary of the AFC. Apologies for the very late notice, but the press conference is at 11:30. That is next 4 minutes. People, I didn't generate this chat log. It is here in my phone. If Mr. Lord deletes these messages, at least you'll see the deleted messages where these messages were. Right? You understand me? Now, I was writing. So even me responding, I responded and typing stupidness because I jumped. It's happening. I happen to go into the phone and see this message. You understand? It's happening. I happen to go into the phone and see this message. So at 11:26, this is when the link came. At 11:26. So I don't know what the FC is saying in our press conference, but it seems like Livewire News is being treated differently from other media houses. Apparently, because the Guyana Press Association has refused to accredit us. Even when Nazima Ragobir sat and asked President Granger about the cook-up story, we play that here. I was working at MTV. Mainstream media, their news anchor. You understand? So the press association tends to only allow who they want to be able to join this organization. right? The last time that they had elections, we heard of this association being registered as a business under somebody's personal name, like their personal business. I don't know if that status has changed. Probably we need to find out that. What kind of association is registered as a business? A press association in the country registers as somebody's personal business? And the AFC is talking about me? What about the press association itself? The elections that it recently had that was marred with controversy. The AFC is not interested in that? Look at Parsons. They did a live at the elections. Neil Marks was up in arms about the elections, how they were not credible. People talking about it, all the press people talking about it, how the elections of the Guyana Press Association wasn't credible. So, again, I am saying that this is the message I got from Beverly Alert. Clearly, it's not 9:33. Even if, and I would have had. Hold a second.
Good day, Miss Alert. I see that there was a flyer for the press conference being the AFC.
So I would have been receiving links for the AFC press conference because I used to have to get them from my colleagues. So Miss Alert, let me take off the thing so you could see. Miss Alert has been sending me links to the press conference since November 9, 2024. And that was after I found it hard sometimes to get in. So look at this here. Right from November 9, come the man, November 9, 2024. Right? Since then, she has been sending me links to this press conference. So all of a sudden, you decide that I am not recognizing you don't know me. Okay. Anyway, this is my proof to counter what the AFC has said in relation to the timings that the link was sent out. Y'all deal with it. And I will be inquiring to get into Friday's press conference again, so that we could clarify and I can ask pertinent questions of national interest in as it relates to disseminating information to Guyanese. So I'm done with this. Now, on another matter. Now, yesterday, Livewire News was made aware of the Venezuelans that were claimed to be invited to town by His Excellency. They were dropped off at the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs by some AFC operatives. And we went down there to see what was going on. Based on what we would have seen on previous videos posted online, social media, some sort of assurance was given to those people by the AFC that they will take care of them and ensure that they were okay. I don't know if it became overwhelming and they were dropped off there, but they were dropped off there. What I wanted to do, though, as a journalist, despite persons not agreeing that I am, was to investigate the claims made by the individual who said that, he received a call to come down to Georgetown from Office of the President. And maybe why Nigel Hughes didn't do that, because he is not a journalist. So I don't pretend like I am versed in law, but apparently he knows anyway. So I saw the guy at the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, and I asked him, please you said office to the president sent you here. He said yes. I said, well, show me the call that you got, from office to the president to, indicate, well, come down. So at least I see that these people actually call you. Somebody from office to the president called you. I don't know what they said, but they called you. So he went into his phone and he scrolled the call log and he showed me, look, office of the president, office of the president. Right? So I said, man, no, this is a call that you make today because you saw the phone and the arrow outgoing. And it was a couple of hours before I got there. So with these phones, any number you dial, if you go to that number and you go into it, you can check the history. So you see all the calls incoming and outgoing for that number, that specific number. How many times that number call you, how much times you call it. Right? So yesterday, whilst with the Stabrook News reporter, we asked him to see the call log, right? Let us see the call log so we could ascertain what date you got the call from office of the president. This is the video here, right? And let me check the history. Now, mind you, like I said, he opened the phone and he scrolled down to, you see, Presidente Office right there. It is in Spanish. Right? And if you notice, that call was made, I think it was yesterday at 10:30 a.m. It looked like a.m. Right? So I said, man, no, let's check the history. So when you check the history, you understand? Not a single call incoming from office of the president. That was the bottom of it there. Right? He was calling office of the president since the 13th of November. Right? Since the 13th of November. They didn't call him. So probably we have to wonder who or what group could have probably organized this kind of nonsense. Clearly it's there. Clearly it's there. And look at the times he calling office of the president. Look at the 13th of November here. Look at this here. So the 13th, 8:42, he called 10:43, he called 1:47. On the 15th, me by called 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. You understand? You understand what I'm trying to show you? So even if he met with the president in Essequibo, as he said, in charity or whatever, and a promise was made to him, I'm not saying it was, even if it was, they didn't call you and tell you to come. No one called you from office of the president and told you to come. So is this the decency that Nigel Hughes is speaking about? Is the media not supposed to challenge the AFC on this? They did several lives talking about this situation and what this and the president and whatnot and this and that and what they should do and what shouldn't do and what shouldn't be done. And didn't take the time to say, sir, you're saying that they called you. Please show us the call that the office of the president made to you. Right? This is the gentleman's phone. This is the gentleman's phone. This is in the compound at the Ministry of Armenian Affairs, trying to talk to him. Right? Now, that aside, after interviewing some other staff at the Ministry of Armenian Affairs, the same gentleman who is the leader of the group brought some folks to tongue, same Venezuelan warriors, brought them to tongue last week, Friday, to which he admitted to on, let me say, the mainstream medias, because my battery died. I was doing the live. Admitted to them that he got help. He got hampers last week, Friday. Right? You know what else was admitted there yesterday? Now, one of the ministry staff wasn't involved in what was happening down there, but came downstairs to see people in the yard, to hear a little ruckus or whatever. came downstairs to see what was going on and was able to confront the same gentleman whose phone we looked at and say, man, sir, you didn't collect money from me. And she gave the dates, and he could say nothing else but yes, we get money twice. And last week, Friday, they collected hampers. So it's not a case where they got no help whatsoever, but it's a case where they may be overdoing it now. You understand? So despite what was portrayed by the party that deals with the media with the utmost dignity and decency and transparency, they didn't even take time to verify the veracity of these Venezuelan Warros story. And they're talking about me. You got to leave the media work up to the people who know it, sir. Like me, with over 10 years experience in the media. Check around. Or is it they're trying to say that small media houses shouldn't have a stake? Like all the small contractors who are benefiting, now only the big ones should get the jobs and the contracts? Only the big media houses must be accredited. So if I'm not established like Kaichur News and Starbuck News and NCN and look. So on what grounds does Gordon Mosley get accreditation? He worked in mainstream media. Now he has an online media outlet. What is the difference? Gordon Mosley reports on political matters. Gordon Mosley challenges persons he sees fit on issues that he may think they're lying. So it's okay for Gordon Mosley to be at a press. Do y'all remember at Aint Ghana? They had some event there. I don't know if it's this year or last year. And Gordon Mosley and the president in a back and forth. Gordon Mosley back and forth with the president on an issue that he thought that he didn't get the right answer on. Is it okay for Gordon Mosley to question officials but not me? Is it okay for Travis Chase to probe these things and not me? You understand? What's the difference? Gordon Mosley challenges government officials on anything that he thinks they may be lying about or misinforming the public about. Why can't Livewire News, if News Source Guyana can do that, why can't Livewire News challenge the AFC on something that they believe they may be misleading the public about? They misled the public in relation to when the link was sent to me. They made no mention that they sent the link 4 minutes before the press conference started. I had to show you this morning. I was riding my motorcycle, and in the thing of stopping and typing, I type, this supposed to be in the lobby. The lobby. You understand me? Because I was trying to get in, because when I checked Facebook, the press conference was already started. I will even show you this here. Let me show you this here as well. So you don't think it's something that I made up. Let me show you the rest of the chat in terms of the screen grab. So after I messaged and said, waiting to be added, you understand? I sent Miss Alert a screen grab of, why only one load? I sent Miss Alert of a screen grab of me waiting in the lobby, me looking at the press conference outside here and waiting to be added. And then I called her as well, and I got no answer. Right? What's going on here, Jossa? Oh, the slide lock. My bad. Right? So, please, AFC, don't exhibit double standards when you're dealing with the media houses. Please don't do that. I have every right as an online media entity, just as Gordon Mosley, to be in any press conference to challenge any issue of national interest. Where in the world does the person being interviewed tell the interviewer what they want to be asked, unless it is staged? So don't only look at international best practices when it comes to the accreditation process. I got enough accreditation. Matter of fact, y'all hold on. Oh, Lash, I come back. Let me take off this background so you can understand what I mean when I say I got enough accreditation. Right? Look at this here. All this accreditation. All of this media accreditation. I show you all this one yesterday when I first joined the media. I was accredited by the same group that claim that they don't know me. See? News update. That's channel 65. Accredited by the APNU AFC. This is not anything that I go and design on the internet or anything like that. Accredited by them. Right? Accreditation. 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 GCOM accreditation for elections. So I don't know what they're talking about accredited entity and accredited. You understand me? Real accreditation. Look. Accreditation 2014, these things about. Right? And like I told you, when I joined the press, because I was a part of the President Youth Award program, and I went to NCN on an internship. You remember I showed you all a photo of Kitswana Jeffers, and I said, this is now a prominent lawyer for the opposition. This is the event when I interviewed her. Right? This is the event when I interviewed Kitswana Jeffers. When Ramada was still Princess Hotel, before it even changed. You understand me? Anyway, I'm done with that. So, it's there for people to see. Anyway, I'm glad to announce to you guys that these persons received aid from the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs. Each one of the Waros got a $10,000 grant, because that's the only thing I could call it. They get $10,000, and each adult got a hamper. Each adult got $10,000. Each adult got a hamper, and the children got toys. Courtesy the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, PS Ryan Tulsiram, and Member of Parliament Alistair Charlie, who were on hand to deal with the situation when the Venezuelan Waros were unceremoniously left in front of the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs. And again, I reiterate to you, it was revealed that the gentleman that is bringing them to town, it seems like he trying to run a racket, right? So the first time he got money, I remember I told y'all just now, a lady from the ministry came down and was looking at the situation. Tell the lady got some dart in the hospital when they actually gave him the money and they do follow up and check. When they check, nothing of the sort. Come back again with another group, get money. Came back last week, Friday, got hampers and come to town. Whoever bring him to town. Trying to make it seem like, people invite him to town and don't want to help him. Again, the video is online and I'll play it here again for you. At no point in this man's phone, the Starbrook News reporter who was standing next to me can confirm, did he show us an incoming call from Office of the President that he could have said, this is the call I got that invited me to come down to town. At no point. Right? You see it here. This is the phone. Couldn't scroll long anymore. Not a single one. And you see this? I want this footage too, please, Mr. Starbrook News. See the Starbuck News Report. My phone was there. So the Starbuck News Reporter took the video. So I asked her to send it to me. So this video is with Starbuck News. I hope they do a story on it today to show that indeed there was no call emanating from the office of the president to this gentleman's phone who claimed to receive the call to come down to court, right? And let me check the history. What we have to understand is these things are used to sometimes manipulate situations. Now, you come down to talk, you make it seem like nobody wants to help you. Automatically, people feel bad. It's like, oh gosh, oh, you know. But let's be fair. I was in Region 1 doing media work, covering an outreach with the Minister of Housing. Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me show you this. Hold on a second. The Minister of Housing visited Warrows in Region 1. Minister Colin Crowell. Where's the pictures? I just want y'all to see how misinformation could lead you down a wrong road, right? Oh, shucks. No, I ain't upload the photos with them. But this is where they were staying in Region 1. I was there. Let me show you this. So this is me with Minister Colin Crowell and the regional chairman. What's his name? Regional chairman for Region 1. I don't remember the name of the village, but all those persons at the back there, they are Warrows. The minister took a boat engine and some other stuff so that they could so it could assist them in terms of fishing and looking after themselves, right? This is help to the what? Look, Minister Crowell in the corner there. Avex said, let me check. Wait. So that's Minister Crowell in the corner there. And this is him delivering assistance to Warrows. Another event. Let me see if I find what I really want to show you. Guys, give me a second, please. Give me a second, please. Because I don't want you to feel I am leading you astray or misleading you when I tell you that the government has been engaging in assisting these indigenous folks over time, right? So even what was being portrayed, not last evening, the evening before, was not misrepresentation. We have seen the efforts to ensure that these people have some place to stay, have some sort of livelihood, and they can sustain themselves. That effort has been made and well documented. Please be here. It should be coming up soon. What? There's a lot of pictures I uploaded, man. It should be coming up soon. Give me a second. What? I can't believe me not upload these photos. I didn't think I was so crazy. I don't think so. I don't think it's so far back. Oh boy. All right. I ain't finding it. I'm gonna look for it and show y'all tomorrow. I promise you. Or I can post it to my Facebook. I will post it to my Facebook. I'm not seeing it here. But a boat engine and I think some solar stuff. No, that's not it. Why you going so far back? This is too far. Oh, no, it's not. It was indeed a while ago. So let's take a look at what I was trying to show you. Right? So this tractor was not donated to the Warrows. This tractor was donated to an indigenous community, and the community uses the tractor and trailer to transport things to and from where these Warrows are staying, right? So this is Minister Colin Crowell. This is the regional chairman here. This is Minister Crowell here. This is the boat engine here that they donated to the Warrows in Region 1. Right? I wasn't lying to you. I wasn't lying to you. This was at a different village. But I was trying to show you the boat engine and stuff that was donated. Right? Look at right here. Right there. To the community. Minister Crowell, Warrow representatives, regional chairman. Right? Regional chairman. So despite the information, and this is credible information, remember these people deem Livewire News as not credible, unregistered, and all sorts of things. But if the Guyana Press Association refuse to accept us because we don't have a frequency and a main newscast in the afternoon, and we don't print hundreds of thousands, we got no big printer to print papers whole day, what we gonna do? We will keep working to bring information to the people of Guyana, because that is our purpose. And Beverly Alert, please tell Nigel Hughes why he got to retract the press statement that he issued yesterday in relation to the 933 link that was sent. You sent me the link at 11:26. 11:26. Here's the information. Even apologize for sending it at that hour, noting that the press conference would start in 4 minutes. And even when you logged into the press conference, it says so on the Zoom screen, 12:30 press conference. So it was a bunch of misleading information to persons in the media about the press conference yesterday. Right? A bunch of misleading information. Let me show you the Zoom thing where it says 12:30. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you before I go quickly. I can't believe somebody like Nigel Hughes would discourage new reporters in the fraternity that have decided to get on board with Livewire News to delegitimize. It's a hard word. Delegitimize, or to make them as non-entities, right? As you can see here on the screen, let me zoom in and show you AFC press conference. AFC press conference scheduled for 12:30 p.m. Tuesday, December 17th. Waiting for host to start meeting. Now, if this is what I am being shown, and if you look at the time at the top here, when I took the screen grab, it's 11:42. So if the meeting is already started, and let me show you this here. Right? So this is me waiting outside, looking at the press conference as it's going on. The same image that I sent to Beverly Alert. Right? The same image that I sent to Beverly Alert. How could I be misinforming people if I say y'all and let me in the press conference? How Nigel Hughes then mentioned in his post that Beverly Alert sent the link late. Very late. You understand me? Send the link very late to me. So please don't misinform persons. Delegitimize. Sorry. You see, Pam? Does help me. Delegitimize. I was gonna tell you with some words sometimes. I'm not as bright as certain people out there. But thank you, Pam. Thank you. Delegitimize these persons who are working with Livewire. These are young Guyanese. So to hear a powerhouse like Nigel Hughes, big-time attorney at law for the gas company, head of a political party, they must be frightened. Why would he try to intimidate the reporters and journalists here at Livewire News? So this is my evidence of the timings that the link was sent to me. I am admitting that I am not a part of the Google group that he spoke of, and that is by design of Miss Nazima Raghubir as the head of the Guyana Press Association and her whims and fancies to add or to legitimize press media houses that she deems legitimate or that grouping deems legitimate. So a lot of journalists right now working in the industry at mainstream media houses don't have press passes. A lot of them. Because they couldn't register with the Press Association at that time when they needed the vote, when they had the elections. With the influx of persons, the executive of the Guyana Press Association wasn't sure that it would be voted back into power. So based on the information provided, they did not register those persons, those new journalists. And imagine I show y'all all of these here. I show y'all all of these. What more legitimate I need to be? Huh? What more legitimate I need to be? And I keep coming back to my Genesis. NCN 2008. Carrie Fester. NCN 2008. Carrie Fester. Right here. Right? Right here for you to see. NCN 2008 Carrie Fester. Carrie Fester 10. Me. There. You understand? So don't be upset because Livewire News will ask you the hard questions. Right? Don't be upset because Livewire News will ask you to back up statements that you would have made or utterances made by executive members of your party. That is the purpose of the media, to keep entities like yours, Mr. Hughes, the AFC, accountable. And we will continue to do so. We will continue to do so. So y'all remember I was stopped from a follow-up question when Kemraj Ramjatan spoke about the Russians and the dossier had different information. The dossier that carried the logo of the Alliance for Change. As a media entity, Livewire News is not supposed to check and challenge that. You understand? Mind you, he never said the AFC has never said in their press release that we send this link to Livewire News late, or we send this link to Mr. Jones late. He in a party, the official group, so that's why he confused. I show you the timings that they sent it. I've shown you Beverly Alert, the Deputy General Secretary of the AFC, sending links way in advance for press conferences in the past. So, what could be the issue here? Is it that you might not have wanted persons to challenge you on the topics that you've raised at the press conference? Or you only wanted media that is friendly to the Alliance for Change to be there? I had follow-up questions from Mr. Haynes yesterday. I had questions from Mr. Hughes yesterday. I had questions to Mr. Patterson yesterday. But in an effort to not answer those questions, they will either stop you from asking, as Miss Cathy Hughes did, not allow you to have a follow-up, as Miss Beverly Alert did when I was questioning Mr. Ramjatan in relation to the amount of Russians mentioned, right? Delete you from the press conference like Onyx Duncan did when he was mediating it, and then try to belittle you and tarnish the repetition of your news entity with misinformation. Now, Nigel Hughes and the AFC, I provided this as my evidence of when the link was sent. And the fact that the story released by Livewire News yesterday was indeed legitimate and not disinformation, as you were saying. You understand? So let us see what the response will be, if any, to my evidence of what took place yesterday. Guys, y'all have a great day out there. I got to get on the road. I got a bunch of stuff to do today. Continue to be good, Guyanese. Please share, follow Livewire News to keep up to date with what's happening in and around Guyana. Right? As I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people.
Sorry, wait. Don't forget, tonight there's an episode of Behind the Agenda on Livewire TV. So please tune into that. We'll be hearing from Joel Bagwadin this evening on Livewire TV. Right? So Behind the Agenda, look out for that this evening.
Don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no trees.